movement of the docket to Pretoria did not involve me. But through my inquiry from the team, I was informed that they had scanned every single docket before handing it over, so that they keep record of the status of those dockets when they handed them over. I get involved when the docket has to come back to KZN. And my involvement is started with a meeting that was held between myself, the acting divisional commissioner of detective services, as well as General Khumalo, and my deputy provincial commissioner, acting Major General Gopal. So we had a meeting, all of us, where we discussed how we're going to handle the process of receiving the dockets back. So from that meeting, the agreement that we reached is what we did thereafter, which was to have the very same team responsible from the political killing stars team to hand over the docket, those that has a database of the status of the docket as they handed them over, to come over to Pretoria and meet up with detective services who are in possession of those dockets. Once a case docket has got an instruction from court to arrest a suspect, and such an instruction must be carried out with speed. Now, for the period when these dockets were handed over to the head office, there were 5 of those dockets that had instruction to arrest suspects. Because the instruction came before the execution of those arrests, those dockets sat amongst the total dockets in the head office, and those arrests were not effected. What is more troubling about this is that the head office detective services had conducted some inspection on these dockets, as I indicated yesterday. In their inspection, they will have seen, and they even confirmed some of them through the entries that they make, that the investigation is complete on the docket and suspects should be arrested. The least that they could have done is to take the dockets and go and look for that suspect and arrest the suspect. The reason why it was not done, I would not know. They were in a better position to explain. But I believe perhaps it could be that they were not familiar with the case, that the content of the docket itself. So it was going to be difficult for them to execute an arrest on something that they don't necessarily know, based on instruction of the prosecutor, because the dockets, some of them are in volumes, and is quite a lot of information inside those dockets. So the 5 that had instruction, those instructions were not carried out. That was an easy thing to prove that there was work done on those dockets. But as the team were auditing it, they could realize that the investigation work was not done on the dockets.